We're just waiting for the camera to be ready.
I'm the one who's holding things up.
I'm Knox and I play the harpsichord.
I'm Amir Amiri, I play santur and I'm a composer.
I'm Andrea Stewart and I play the Baroque cello.
Tell me about a childhood song you like.
What? Was I a child once? I don't remember. That was a really long time ago. I don't remember childhood songs.
You don't remember childhood?
No.
You just remember Baroque opera?
I'm beginning to forget all that too. No, I only remember Frank Zappa songs. That's all there is to it.
That's very memorable.
That's very memorable. I mean,
wow. I mean, that's pretty good.
Like
he was a child once.
Keep it greasy.
Okay, this is the serious stuff. Dark milk or white chocolate?
Dark chocolate, definitely dark chocolate. No question about it.
For sure, no question about it.
See, I love dark chocolate, but it makes me sneeze.
That's weird.
It was pretty weird. So I'm more like fruit pies now, you know?
When did you first become part of this project?
It was about 2 years ago, I think. 2 years ago, I received the message from Salini. Hey, we have this idea, we want to na. And I checked them out. I was like, wow, this is incredible. You know, because when I decided to stay in Canada, I decided to stay here because of the music. You know, the access to the music that you can't get in Iran, for example. So it immediately made me very, very happy. I was like, okay, this is why I am here. So yeah, it started and we got together, we had a conversation, and I remember our first day in rehearsal. It was in the church somewhere in my land. And you know, took my music to the ensemble, and they did such a great time. Great in sight reading and everything. So I got so nervous because they were so good that I started screwing everything up. It's like, please trust me, I can do this. Yeah.
But so in the project, we're playing your music. I mean, we're playing a lot of stuff together, a mix of a bunch of stuff with other instrumentations. But your music, where does this come from? Where is your music coming from?
Well,
that you've written.
For me, I don't believe in right. Like for me, this how it happens is about seeing what is already there. I had this lengthy conversation with many of my colleagues and friends about, you know, creating music. Like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Like, you sit down, do I need a candle? Do I need a feather? What's going on? No, for me, it's not like that. It comes through practice, and recording myself, and then number games. I had this mentor, the late Hugh Fraser from Vancouver, a great trombonist and arranger, who I was talking to about counterpoint and how I don't understand counterpoint and how I should understand counterpoint and blah, blah, blah. And so we were driving in BC somewhere, and he was like, okay, wait, look up there. I look up there and there's a plane going by. And he goes, okay, you have to look somewhere and look at there. Otherwise, if you just look at it, it's just hanging in the sky. And it's true, it's just hanging in the sky. So I had to, was like, against this tree, this thing is moving. Against this other thing, this thing is moving. And direction is that. Counterpoint is like that. You have to put it, anchor it to something. And I was like, it's like rhythm. Rhythm, we anchor things like that. In Indian music, in Iranian music, we can do these rhythms that go around and around, but you have to anchor it. And then that allowed me a lot of understanding about, because my music ultimately is modal music. You anchor it in a key and you start wandering about.
What is your usual musical role? And is it the same or different for this album of music that you're playing with us?
So my usual musical role in an ensemble is to kind of fill in the spaces between the notes, kind of paint the background. Okay, the continuo player's job is to keep the rhythm, is to play the harmony, and to keep the ensemble together. And for the most part, nobody pays any attention to what I do, which I actually don't mind at all, because it allows me to sit in the back and like stick little things in, and if people notice it, that's great, and if they don't, that's great too.
It's like a game and a puzzle.
Yeah, it's a game and it's a puzzle, and I like puzzles. And this project is like that in some ways, except that there was more written out for me. Amir gave me some wonderful parts to play in cortege, some fantastic rhythms to play. I had to like sit down and count out the rhythms. So that was very different. I never have to practice continuo anymore. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like a fantastic virtuoso, but I've done enough of this stuff now. I know how those patterns work. So if you give me a continuo part for anything Baroque, I pretty much know where it's going to go. It's like good grammar. It's good syntax. It's good hygiene. I know how these things fit together.
You put the words in the sentence in the right order.
Yeah, you put them in the right order. You in the right order put them, and then it's totally understandable what's going on. And a lot of this was like a little bit outside of my comfort zone, and it was great. It was wonderful to have that stretch. I haven't done a stretch like this since I was a student. Anytime, call me. I'm around. I got nothing else to do.
That's awesome.
Oh, I forgot something important. What's your favorite vegetable?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup.
I definitely should have asked you that.
You see, this is why we need to do. It's my favorite vegetable in the world.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.